Raptors take game 3 of the road trip, and on the second night of a back-to-back, they do a job. And they go into Portland and win 123-105. Remarkable stuff. With the win, the Raptors are now 23-28 on the season. Did it get hairy at some points? Absolutely. But what you love is the fight, the claw, the intensity, the defensive buy-in in the fourth quarter to pull out this victory by 18 points. Let's break this puppy down. There's so much to get to. First quarter, the Raptors couldn't miss, and Portland was missing shots, and the Raptors' defense was really tight early on. And the Raptors win the first quarter 37-14. They win the first quarter by 23. They are feeling it. However, we all know as basketball, we all know as sports fans, that will come back down to earth at some point. It's just a matter of how the Raptors react to it is the question. And in the second quarter, it was more or less back and forth. And let's talk about it, shall we? Second quarter, 2:33 to go. Scotty Barnes, has the ball in the post with Nasir Little on him, kicks it out to Fred because he can't back him down, gets the ball right back, drives on him, and throws it down over him and Eubanks. The bench is up, they're jacked up, and the Raptors, getting energy, and Scotty Barnes attacking. What we all love to see from Scotty is him wanting the ball. And dude, tried to back him down? Nah, couldn't do it. Pass it out to Fred, give it back to me. And he gave it back to me, he took him to school and threw it down over top of him. Just a nasty move from Scotty Barnes. And a great night for him, a double-double. But let's be honest here. Stat line wise, he was probably your third best guy out there. Just a phenomenal night all around for the Raptors. But I needed to talk about that play because it was filthy, and I was up off the couch when that thing happened. Now, but in that second quarter, you lose it by 4, 30-26. But you're still up by 19 heading into halftime. You're in great shape. But again, it's how you come out in the third quarter. It's really going to show, the character of this team. Because you're up by 19, which is fantastic, but you're on the second night of a back-to-back. We all know the theories of second night of a back-to-back, on the road, West Coast. It's going to be a grind in the second half, and you saw that in the third quarter. Defensively, the Raptors were not cohesive at all. And they were getting anything they wanted. Dame was taking over a little bit, and they dropped 39 in the third quarter. Raptors only scored 25. They're minus 14. And just like that, you're only up by 5 now heading into the fourth. It's basically a whole new ballgame. It's only a 2-possession game. And in that fourth quarter, at one point, they got into a 94-90 game. It was a 4-point deficit for the Blazers. And we're sitting here like, are we actually going to blow a 23-point lead? Like, this cannot be happening. And then Fred VanVleet takes over. Look, the stats may not suggest 11 points, 6 boards, 9 assists. But his defense, the weak side block on, was it Dame? Either way, the weak side block on whoever the hell it was that was driving in the paint. Nasty. The alley-oop to Chris Boucher, I believe it was, to settle the crowd down. Just so many big plays from Fred VanVleet in that fourth quarter. And the offense got it going again. They dropped 35 in the quarter. And the defense was locked down tight. They didn't allow anything at the rim. Where there was a 3, it was contested. And yeah, they were going to get some wide open looks, and they didn't make them, unfortunately. But overall, defensively locked down tight, and the Raptors in the fourth quarter having your lead went from 23 to 4. They go on like a 14-0 run to build it back up and seal the deal. Electric moment in a big moment for the Toronto Raptors as they only allow 22 points in the fourth quarter. They win the fourth by 13, 35-22. And they win the game by 18, 123-105. And also, shout out Raptor fans out there in Portland tonight. Loud, and after the game, let's go Raptor chants. You see, Scotty Barnes on the bench just telling everyone to get loud because he's loving it. We're not at home, but we're kind of at home. And then obviously after Preston Achiuwa's post-game interview, you get the video of him going to the locker room and just tons of Raptor fans just on their feet screaming. You'll love to see it. Raptor fans travel, especially when it's close to the border. Just a phenomenal turnout for Raptor fans there. Let's get to these player stats. And Precious Achiuwa, I mean, I had to look up the numbers. With this game today, he has double-doubles in 5 of his last 6 games. And today, you saw early on how big of a part of the offense he was going to be. But he was a big part of the offense from minute 1 to minute 48. With no OG in the lineup, as we didn't expect him to play today. And then we hear the news that he's basically requesting a trade. And I'm like, what's going on here with OG, man? Like, I don't know. Either way, we move on from that. Precious drops a career high 27 points. He has 13 boards in the game. 13 rebounds after I think he had 17 and 11 yesterday. Just yesterday. And how many minutes did he play tonight? 33 minutes. 27 and 13 in 33 minutes. Incredible. And he was super efficient. 11 of 16 from the field. 4 of 4 from the line. 1 of 2 from 3. Had 2 steals and a block. And was a plus 27. How many offensive boards did he have? 3. So 3 offensive boards for Precious as well. Just a phenomenal game. The energy, yes, they didn't have Nurkic, so that's a big body they're missing. But Eubanks ain't a small dude, albeit talent-wise, he's just not there. But Precious went to school, man. So proud of him for that, and just continuing his incredible success over the last, week and a half? 2 weeks? So fun to watch. Pascal, it's funny. I was watching the game, and I watched Pascal miss a shot, and I'm like, damn, it seems like he's having a tough night. And I look at the box score, and he's shooting like 7 of 13, and I'm like, oh, never mind. He's just a baller. Even when he's not looking great, he's still putting up the numbers. And tonight, he ended the game with 23 points, 3 boards, 4 assists, shot 9 of 17 from the field. Interesting. He made 1 more field goal than yesterday. But he took what? Well, how many did he shoot? It was like 8 for 26 yesterday. He took like 9 less shots. And I'm like, that's more like it. 9 of 17, 5 of 5 from the line, 1 of 2 from 3. It was a plus 17 while he was on the floor. Phenomenal. Fred VanVleet, as I mentioned, the shot, yeah, there was more. 4 of 13 ain't pretty. 2 of 8 from 3 ain't great. But 11 points, 6 boards, 9 assists. Was 1 of 1 from the line as well. Had 4 steals and a block, and that block was quite gorgeous. And was a plus 19 while he was out there. I just thought he did a ridiculous job. Didn't let Dame Lillard get hot from 3. Dame only hit 2 threes in the game. He had 30 points, but he's going to get his numbers. But only having 2 threes in the game didn't let him get hot and burn you from beyond the arc. I just thought Fred did a great job tonight. The numbers may not suggest it, but if you watch the game from start to finish, I think he played very well. Scotty Barnes, I mean, the early goings of this game, again, I thought he was electric. Ended the game with a double-double, 18 points, 10 boards, 7 assists, had 2 really nice dunks. Going on to the dunk in the fourth quarter, that was absolutely filthy as well. 18, 10, and 7 for Scotty. 3 assists away from the triple-double. Shot 7 of 12 from the field, was 4 of 4 from the line. Took 1 3 but missed it. That's okay. And was a plus 26. When he was out there, good things were happening. And I loved Scotty's games. I didn't force anything. But when he got the shots, he was taking them. And he was facilitating enough that they had to play off and they had to play the pass, but they had to play on him. It was just a really nice game from Scotty. I loved what we saw from him. Gary, look, not going to lie, I was expecting Gary to drop for the 30 tonight because it's his former team in Portland. However, I thought he still made a really good impact, and even the defensive end, which is all up in the grill. I think it was 1 offensive foul. Was it, Simons, was it? That pushed off? Yeah, did he flop Gary? Oh, absolutely did. But, hey, the contact was there. Did he exaggerate quite a bit? Oh, yes, he did. But did a really good job in the energy in the defensive end. Ended with game with 19 points, 1 board, 1 dime, shot 7 of 16 from the field. Was 1 of 1 from the line. Was 4 of 10 from 3, 40% from beyond the arc. Gorgeous. And was a plus 18 while he was on the floor. That starting unit got it done today. Really good. And Chris Boucher was really the lone guy off the bench that gave you any energy. 10 points, 5 boards, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line, 1 of 3 from 3. Again, in the early goings of the game, I thought the energy was fantastic from Chris Boucher. But, again, really good game overall by these guys. And team-wise, shot 52% from the field, 33% from three. Let me pull up the field goal attempts as well, because obviously that's very important. Raptors shot 52% from the field. They took 16 more shots than the Blazers, and they had 8 more makes. That's beautiful. 52% from the field, was only 33% from 3, 10 of 30. But again, defensively, I thought they did a really good job. Again, you didn't let Dame kill you from three-point range. 7 for 24 was the team for 29% from the field, where the Blazers, 53% from the field. And from the free throw line, the Raptors were 94% from the line. We talked about it yesterday. All those missed free throws make you want to pull your hair out. And tonight, they go 17 of 18 for 94%. Really nice. And they shot, 78%, 18 for 23. So not bad, but again, when the Raptors get one less make, and they took 5 more attempts, you can see the numbers are different. Now let's get to these gorgeous numbers here, because the Raptors dominated in a lot of these numbers. They almost doubled up the rebounds. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but 45-27. They bodied them up on the glass. Again, not having Nurkic definitely helps that for the Raptors. But that sizable, yeah, that's big. And on the offensive glass, 15-3. The Raptors, not only were they getting stops in the defensive end, they were closing out their possessions, not allowing extra opportunities. Hence the only 3 offensive boards. Raptors had 15 of those. They were plus 12 in that category. And off the second chance points, off of those 15 offensive boards, Raptors had 22 points to their 5. So every time they got an extra opportunity, for the most part, they made them pay for it. Love it. Turnovers. They had 11 turnovers. We only had 6. Taking care of the ball. Met in your feet. Beautiful. Right? Points off of turnovers, double them up. 22-11. Huge. And the number that I like the most, the biggest lead for the Raptors in the game was 23. Obviously, that was after 1 quarter of play. And the biggest lead for the Blazers, 0. The Blazers never led in this game. The Raptors controlled it, and every time they made a punch, the Raptors countered. Especially in that fourth quarter when it was 94-90 in a 4-point game. Raptors countered with a 14-0 run to build it up and ice the game. Phenomenal job by the Raptors tonight. Again, I don't know what the future holds for this team, but what I'm doing right now is enjoying what I'm watching. And it's hard-fought basketball. Whatever the future holds, it is what it is. But for right now, enjoy it. We stayed up this damn late to watch a game. I want to watch a good one, and it was great tonight. Now, good news, Raptor fans. The game's an hour earlier on Monday, albeit for me, I'm off Tuesday, so it doesn't really affect me too much. But instead of a 10 o'clock tip-off, it's a 9 o'clock tip-off in Phoenix, taking on the Suns. And the Phoenix, I mean, last time I checked, they were like 500, and they were really, they're scuffling a bit. Where are they here? Okay, they're game over 500. They're 6-4 in their last 10. They won the last game, so they're playing a lot better basketball recently, and actually, well, they took them overtime to beat San Antonio today. So, but either way, the Raptors take on the Suns on Monday night. You know, you win this game, you're 3-1 on the road trip so far, and we're looking at it like, oh, that's not bad at all. But again, playoff-wise, I'm not worried about it at all. Take it one game at a time. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the W this evening, or tonight, because no this evening, smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like? From today's game for the Toronto Raptors, the Twitter and Instagram links are down in the description. So follow, send me a DM to that great stuff. The Discord link is down below as well. So follow up there as well, guys. Please go do so. And I will talk to you guys Leafs Edition tomorrow as they take on the Washington Capitals at Scotiabank Arena. 5 p.m. puck drop there, and it's right smack in the middle of football, but hey, it is what it is. And hey, Jays fans, if you're watching, check out Blue Jay Center tomorrow at 6. I'll actually be having a chit-chat with Anthony Bass, so that'll be really cool. Check that out on Blue Jay Center at 6 p.m. We'll be going live then. All right, and for the Raptors, like we talked about, they're back in action on Monday as they're in Phoenix taking on the Suns. 9 p.m. tip-off there. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the W this evening. Tonight, we'll talk to you guys then.